what's up, gamers? I apologize. It's a bit of a longer just starting screen than normal. 7 minutos. Is that how long I was gone for? I apologize. I apologize. Let me actually, I gotta switch to away from just chatting. It's 10 minutes now. I see. So, Donkey Kong Country returns. A lot of people get after me, ask if this is emulated. It's not emulated. What do I, pretzels. It's a light snack. Something to munch on. There we go. Should be this. It's not emulated, see? I got the Wii hooked up. You've never used that? The Wii. Technically the Wii U. Right? Technically the Wii U, not the Wii. But regardless, it is original hardware. Not emulated. Oh no, that stinks. My Wii still works. It's horizontal. Alright, game 1, continue. I think I left off on... What level did I leave off on? I believe I finished... Yeah, I finished World 1, but... Yeah, I wanted to go through... Which one did I not do? Oh, no. I wanted to go back to Jungle. Because I hadn't beaten this level yet. You played Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Dude, I played the crap out of Brawl. Brawl was a lot of fun. I played the crap out of Brawl. Remember I hadn't played Brawl in like, I think 8 years. Or something like that, or 8 or 9 years. From the Wii U Brawl at the very least. The pig still... I hate that pig so much. But I remember I hadn't played Brawl in like 8 or 9 years. And I booted it up for the first time since like, in that massive long period. Put my main, which is Kirby. And then beat level 7, 8, and 9 CPUs. And 3-stocked all of them. It was insane. If you remind me in a minute, once I beat this level, I'll show you, I have a complete in-box Japanese copy of Smash 64. And I think I was having trouble with this level before. Yeah, so I do have Smash 64. Technically, I also have the modded version because I was able to dump. I missed that piece. I forgot how to get it. It doesn't matter. Ah, dang it. Okay. And Melee? No, I've never played Melee. It's like a crime to some people that I've never played Melee. But I've never played Melee. I have played Ultimate. I did not enjoy Ultimate as much as Brawl. Like, maybe it's just dang it. Maybe it's just a nostalgia thing for me. But I never have. I never got hang of the controls. Maybe at some point I'll put in I'll put Brawl in, and you can see my skills against some CPUs. It would be great to do a tourney as well and get some friends in. Oh man, do a brawl tourney, that'd be fun. Okay, I jumped there. In all the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think there's a 3DS port of one of them. I know that I have not played that one, if there is one. I think there is. And I've not played Melee. This level looks hard. Yeah, okay. I looked away for 1 second. Yeah, it is a harder level. Donkey Kong is no joke. Like, you can rack up a lot of bananas and a lot of coins, which are the primary currency in the game, and you can buy balloons, which gives you extra lives. So I've gone through, like, the entire first world of the game, and I had enough cash for, like, 30 extra lives, so I could fail this level another, like, 15 or so times and be completely fine. But, you know, I was originally going to go through and do a completely perfect run and get all the puzzle pieces, all the Kong letters. Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I've not played the 3DS version. But I was going to go through and get all the puzzle pieces. Okay, that was me being stupid. All the Kong letters, do all that work, but, you know, I'm not really that much of a completionist. I don't really care too much about, like, getting every single little tiny thing in a game. You know, but then my friend Gavin was like, well, there's a secret world if you get everything. And I'm like, huh? You know, so I don't really care. I'm just playing it because it's nostalgic to me, and it's a lot of fun. And I enjoy it. Got it. Yo, come on, yes. You know, it's nostalgic, it's fun, I enjoy it. That's what matters. Hey, what's up, Tilt? Nothing much. Nothing's happening. Playing Donkey Kong. Having my laptop's trackpad. I had that laptop all throughout college. So, the fact that it still works despite having a slightly cracked screen is just insane to me. I went to the right! Oh. This pig is so annoying. So, this pig, you can get someone to do the level for you, and then you get credit for it. That's not me. I ain't doing that. Challenge. This game is, yeah. I talked about the story of this game, a while ago. On the first stream. I got a hair in my mouth, sorry. Okay. Stupid. So I bought this game. I think my grandma bought me this game at one point. I think it was Toys R Us, back when Toys R Us was still a thing, right? I forgot to run. Oh god, this is an embarrassing show of my capabilities. I'm taking my hat off. But oh, am I off cam? I'm off camera. What am I doing? My camera's messed up. There we go. So my grandma bought me this game from like this exact disc that's in my Wii U right now. My grandma bought me it for I think my birthday, or just bought me it because she's a really cool grandma. One of the two, right? So she buys it for me, and then I remember, because I was so young and stupid, I didn't leave it in the car when we went out to eat. And we sat down at this booth that was this big, like, you know, kind of bad, like, back, and then, like, the bad, like, cushion of like, one of those crappy booths in, like, Chili's or something. I don't even remember where we went. I think maybe it was Applebee's. I don't remember where we went. But we went somewhere, and we got food, and we hung out, right? So I took it into the restaurant, and I set it down behind me. And then, like I said, the crappy design... Come on, yes! The crappy design of the seat made it so that it fell in between, like, because there was a seat part and there was the back, right? So it was like this, and it fell in between the seat and the back. So I had to go and dig Donkey Kong Country Returns out of this booth in some random bad restaurant. Very funny story, but okay. Oh, not an experience I recommend for everybody. This level is so hard, I'm going to lose my mind. And I'm not going to let Uncle Cranky Kong or whatever his name is do it for me. I know Bonanza is coming out soon. I know Bonanza is coming out, and I am interested in playing that. Right? But I do not have a Switch 2. And I think I mentioned last stream I'm not in the market for one. I've been messing around with my friends though. They are in the market for a Switch 2, and of course right now they're impossible to find. They're like a needle, they're like a haystack and a stack of needles, right? They're impossible to find. So my friend goes, put Cuphead in my. Toys R Us did have games, yeah. They had some games for a while before they went under. Nothing too crazy, I don't think, but like back in the day, like 90s, early 2000s. I didn't know that Toys R Us was closing down. If I had known, I would have tried to get an employee T-shirt from the local Toys R Us that I went to when I was a kid. Like I would have went to go get one of those. That would have been really cool to have. But yeah, now like an employee T-shirt they sell for an absurd amount of money. I think I saw one for like $100 on eBay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Nintendo, PlayStation. I think they had Jaguar games when it came out. I think. I don't remember the release year for the Jaguar, the Atari Jaguar. It's very niche. I wouldn't say there's no good games for it, but there are very few games worth playing on it. I think the release of Alien vs. Predator is a good one. It's better than the Super Nintendo one, I think. Oh, like the controller I don't like at all? That's a hard one. Part of me says Sega Saturn. Another part of me says PS1 controllers that have joysticks. Those are terrible. If you're going to play PlayStation 1, you use the D-pad stick, you use a D-pad controller, and you don't use any other controller. I've had nothing but... I had on my PS1 actually, there was a controller with joysticks that my friend plugged into it because we were testing the controller, because a lot of the consoles I currently have came from a lot of stuff, right? So that means like it was like just like a bundle of like a lot of different game consoles, and that's where I got like some of my more rare games and more rare consoles. But I think the one thing that happened was he plugs in this PS1 controller, and I know it is a PS1 controller despite having a PS2 Turbo Tap along with it, and no PS2 sadly. But I know for a fact that it's a PS1 controller because it's not the same color or same connector. Oh, that puzzle piece is transparent, so it means I've already got it. Once you pick it up once, you don't need to pick it up again unless you close the level and reopen it from the world map. But I know for a fact it was a PS1 controller, not a PS2 controller, because it fit into the controller port. He plugs it in. Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. What was it? Yeah, so he plugs it in, right? Entire console shorts out, and like just craps out completely. And I'm like, he goes, and he goes, oh, and I'm like, what? He goes, here's the problem. He shows me the end of it. I think a mouse or something had chewed through like more than half of like all the wires to the controller, and not only the outside insulation but also the inside insulation. So all the wires and all the data and power wires to the controller were all touching each other excuse me, and crossing each other, and I'm like, oh god, that's not good. You know, that's why this controller shorted the console out. Thank God it wasn't enough of a problem to actually brick the console. It still works, but whenever you plug that controller in, it literally breaks the console. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do there. Like, shut up, pig. I hate you. I'm gonna turn you into bacon. Yeah, that's a wire. Yeah, it was bad. So I'm marginally upset that the controller doesn't work, but at the same time, I've used controllers on the PS1 that have joysticks. Okay. No, I threw it out, sadly. I shouldn't have. I should have spliced it and fixed the end of it. But it was so close to the plug that you plug into the PS1 that it would have been very difficult to do so. If it was like midway through the controller cord, I would have been able to cut the wire and then splice it together with some. I probably would have used wire nuts, or I probably would have replaced the wire completely. But it was too close to the end of the cable for me to do anything. They keep it separated. No, I have an entire bin of controllers sitting under my okay. I have an entire bin of controllers sitting under my desk. Like, I have a TurboGrafx controller for my TurboGrafx. I've got a Gravis Gamepad Pro for my my Windows 98 machine. I've got a Zapper down there for the NES. I've got a PS1 Classic sitting in there with a bunch of ripped games from my collection on it. Other stuff. I'm so focused on running around collecting bananas, I forgot to ask how everyone's day has been. How is everyone's day today? Yes, baby, give me that balloon. That's useful. All right. Okay, I was about to say I'm going to clutch up here, but I immediately take damage right before I'm about to say that. Pro time, baby? Oh, yeah. Yep, pro. Professional. I'm always a professional. Nothing about my... I'm going to clip that. I'm going to... Never mind. I'm gonna clip that right now. Oh god, I'm clipping that. Hold on. Ah, crap. I can't. Okay, hold on. I'll paste it here for now. I don't want to lose that. That's funny. Alright, I clipped that. I'll do something with that clip at some point. That's very funny. It's very funny. Come on, baby. If I can consistently do that, this might be a good way to farm. Or well, if I guess I could consistently get to the darn level, I would be able to consistently farm up. Oh, I almost overjumped that. Okay, come on. Okay, the thing is, part of me is like, okay, I took 1 damage, so I can't get past that little tiny spike jump later. Because see, you have Nintendo remove this level. It's a terrible level. I mean, I guess I can skip it. I mean, let me give it 2 more tries. If I can't get it, I'll skip it and come back to it later. I mean, because I did say I don't really care about doing every single level, but I do want to get all main world levels complete. Right? And that sadly does include the rocket levels, which are going to take longer than this one. I remember playing those when I was younger, and that is just mind-numbing sometimes, you know? But also, in terms of videos coming up soon, I am finally going to edit the new levels of I jumped. That doesn't count. Or trip to rescue a friend? Oh god. Define rescue. Is it like... I don't know. What's happening? Car breakdown? Something worse than a car breaking down? We're talking road trip like something out of... Oh, man. Something out of like National Lampoons. Are you going to Wally World? That's cool. Okay. I said 2 more tries, but that try doesn't count either. First try, chat, right? Okay. 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 Ah! I've clutched up. I've clutched up. Doesn't matter. I've already got that. Oh, jeez. He's probably getting eaten by, black flies. I hate those things. They're terrible. They're terrible. Evil little things. I remember one time, I don't remember where exactly I was. We took a big road trip, right? And just as a family at one point, and we were down near some lake. I was really young, so I don't exactly remember what lake it was. But I remember I was down near a lake, and dude, it was like you could... No, I jumped! I jumped! 9.5 hour trip? Yeesh. Good luck with that one. His truck broke down. He has to be back to work. Oh, no. Okay, well, hopefully that gets figured out. Yeah, no, so... Oh, man, it was terrible. I don't remember where I was. I don't even know if I was in Michigan or not. I have no idea where I was. But, dude, you could swing... You could get a baseball bat as thin as a toothpick and swing it and hit like 15 flies. It was terrible. Well, it could be worse, you know? He could have actually like crashed, or he could have, I don't know, could be freezing outside in winter and he could be attacked by beavers, or... You know, worse situations can happen up in the middle of that area. I know enough about the UP to know it can be quite a crazy place. Could be Bigfoot. Could be Bigfoot. Guys, thoughts on Bigfoot? Thoughts on Bigfoot? What we thinking? Yes, no, maybe? CIA cover-up? Bigfoot's actually a CIA agent? Yes, no? Yeah. I mean, I'm saying it could be during winter, right? It could be winter up there, you know? I know it can get really cold. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. This is... I know I said this like 5 tries ago. This is literally my last try on this level, and if I can't clutch it up, I'll skip to another one. Because I actually want to have some progress today. I don't want to be playing the same level over and over again. That's not satisfying for you guys. And it doesn't scratch the dopamine itch in my brain. So it's not satisfying for me. Oh, landed it. Come on. And yes, extra balloon. I'll take that. And I have enough money to buy like 20 million balloons anyways. Okay. Bigfoot's more in Tennessee. Quit level. Forget this level. I'm coming back to it. No, I've beavers in general. You know, not fun. Not fun. Vile little things. You know, I'll take them over groundhogs. I don't want to be caught in the same day over and over again. So trail cam, that reminds me, there's, this is so funny. So, my friend Jerry, who was on, live stream yesterday. See you later. Yeah, no, I'm coming back to that level later. I'm gonna revenge my ego and myself. So, Jerry, who was on stream yesterday, he bought his mom one of those, what's it? Those things where, like if you want to see birds at night or whatever, or like it's like a, what is it? One of those food things, not food, what am I talking about? Yeah, food, bird feeders, bird feeder. One of those bird feeders with the cameras on it that like AI can like go, oh, this is a northern cardinal, or this is I don't know, an evil bird, you know, or whatever the heck, right? Whatever bird it is. So, he buys one of those, and he shows me this this video, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's got to be like a bird, right? And it's nighttime. Have you begun practice right? That's funny. Yeah, so he goes and shows me this video, and I'm like, oh, so it's got to be like a video of like some kind of bird, right? And it's nighttime, so it's like that black and white type filter that they play, or not play, but that they use for some nighttime cameras. And it's just a shot of like an open field, and then there's like the little like platform where all the birds come up, and it's just dark. It's dark. There's no bird. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, raccoon shows up on camera and eats like just mouthfuls of bird feed. It was unbelievably funny. He just kind of showed up like, yeah, this is mine now. You know, I actually own this bird feeder. It's mine now. You know, it was very funny. Got it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I hate this pig so much, man. I hate him so much. I'm going to turn him into bacon. I'm going to be even more disrespectful and turn him into Canadian bacon. Which, by the way, is literally just ham. It's just ham. Why is my camera so tilted? There we go. It's just ham, guys. Canadian bacon is literally just ham. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Canadian bacon is literally just ham, you know? Also, the Canadians are somewhat responsible for the creation of pineapple on pizza. It's not the Hawaiians. It's actually Canada. It was a Greek immigrant who moved to Canada, opened a restaurant, and then purchased the only brand. Okay. Purchased the only brand. I'm dizzy and sleepy. Yes, dizzy and sleepy. The only brand of pineapple available in Canada was literally called, you guessed it, Hawaiian. So that's why it's called Hawaiian pizza. It's not pizza made in Hawaii. It's literally was the only name, like the most popular name brand pineapple in Canada at the time. Hawaii had nothing to do with it. Yeah, so Hawaii exported pineapple to Canada, and it was literally called Hawaiian pineapple. Like, that was the brand name of the pineapple. So there was literally no reason for it to be called Hawaiian pizza other than the fact that that was the brand of pineapple that the guy used to make the pizza. Right? And that's not that big of a deal, right? But when you look at popular culture and you look at different things, like you take a look at the movie Inside Out. Anger literally says, congratulations, San Francisco, you ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians and now you. right? But the Hawaiians had nothing to do with it. So why are you blaming the Hawaiians? They didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't Hawaii. Like, stop it. It's disrespectful. Like, Canadians need to, and Greek people need to own up to the fact that Hawaii had nothing to do with the creation of pineapple on pizza. Yeah, they put it on pizza. And the only reason why it was called Hawaiian was because that was the most popular name brand of pizza, of pineapple in at the time in Canada. Fun fact for you. I don't know how you're supposed to get every single one of those. I've tried before, it's hard. You ever heard of the song Pizza by... No. I've not heard of that song. I have a YouTube short where I talk about like how I was gonna do like a pizza topping tier list of like all the best pizza toppings, but I just became so disgusted by everything that was on that pre-made tier list that I just didn't make the video. And I made a video talking about how bad that tier list was. Someone put freaking like bananas on a pizza. I think at one point there was like someone put shrimp, someone put like bananas. Like I draw the line at pineapple, but you're putting. There's a bit about pineapple and pizza that's kind of funny. Okay, I'll put it on the list. I'll put it on the list. I have a list of laundry list of popular culture things that I need to make my way through. I just finished watching the 28 Years movies. I need to watch. I think Rear Window is the next like big movie I want to watch. But also High and Low. I need to watch High and Low before A24 does their remake of it. You know, I don't know how to feel about them doing a remake. I mean, I trust A24 to do it justice, and Denzel is gonna kill it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about them having anything to do with it. But we'll see. Okay, dang it all. Doesn't matter. I already did this. Well, I didn't do this, actually. I need to do this level again then eventually if I want to get perfect on everything, but who cares? But, so interesting news, right? So one of my hobbies of recent is trying to see what's going on at local sales around me, right? So one of the things I noticed, okay, I forgot about that. Give me that. That's useful. Was there's a sale, and this dude has an entire binder full. And when I mean full, I mean like maybe like 50 or so cards of a bunch of vintage Pokemon cards. And if they're real, it also includes a base set Zapdos. Holographic. We'll bypass their food. I mean, yeah, like I think it's gross. I don't think it belongs in pizza, but I'm not going to yell at someone for doing it. Like, you eat it, I don't care. I think it's gross, but I also think that a lot of people are upset about it existing. Particularly, like, you know, I wouldn't say pizza purists, but, like, you know, people who have ate pizza and also, you know, made pizza, like, culturally their entire lives. And I think they have a right to be upset about it. But, like, I don't know. You know, when you make something as so controversial as that, like, you're either proud of the fact that you made that, or you just don't mention that you did. And that's what I think some people in Canada are doing right now. Also Greek, also Greece, but they have less say in the fact that it exists than oh yeah, there we go. Canada does, because the only reason why it's so popular is people in Canada ate it. and made it popular by eating it. Ah! Sensor bar fell over. Yeah, they're grosser things that I've seen on pizza for sure. Oh my god, I fell over again. I fell on top of my niche. Wait, 2-2. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I already did 2-1 and 2-2. Duh. Whatever. Warm up. Who cares? I'm still having fun. Oh, yep. And this is why you go a little crazy with it. I mean, look at that. I have 330 cash. See you, Grumpy or Cranky Kong. Yeah. You know what was an atrocity was when what was it? There was one particular type of flatbread you could get at Subway back in the day. Atrocious. The only good one was when you made it custom and made it yourself, right? But when it comes to that was terrible. I remember getting one. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta blow his fire out. Oh god. Yup, this is what I'm talking about. This level is terrible. I hate these levels so much. Maybe I'll do better at it now that I'm not like as incompetent as I was when it comes to games. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the flatbread. I remember one time I got it, and then there was chicken on it, and I said, "This is just straight up terrible. This tastes terrible. I hate the way that this is in every aspect of its existence." And I was fishing at the time. I was at a lake, so I'm like, you know what? Screw it. And I get the lake. I get to the lake. I bring out my fishing pole. I take the chicken off the flatbread and use it as bait for fishing. And I got more bites. The fish bit that chicken more than I did. And that's really saying something. I was pressing 2. Breakfast sandwich on flatbread was gross. Yeah. But you know, we're talking about pizza crimes. There's a pizza place, my university that I'd go to, right? And whenever I go back on campus, I go there and I buy a pizza. And people have like just really grilled me on how bad my pizza order is, right? But it's not a bad pizza order, right? So it's just your like super thin crust, right? And then I hit it with some red sauce mozzarella, generic, right? And then I do ham, sausage, green peppers, onions. I missed that thing, dang it. Right, which again is normal, right? And then I do onions, and then what else was it? Ham, sriracha sauce, of course. Right, and then after sriracha sauce, I hit it with a lot of oregano and some Parmesan. Right, and then after all that, oh dang it! I'm trying to remember what the order, what my order actually was. It was mozzarella cheese. It was just a bunch of Parmesan cheese, oregano, and then on top of that, after it was cooked, some sriracha sauce, jalapenos, green peppers, onions, ham, and sausage. It's good pizza, right? It's good pizza. And I would just slam one of those whenever I wanted to, or whenever I felt like it. You know, I'd feel like somewhat garbage afterwards, but, you know, it's good pizza. Now I really want that pizza. Really wanting it. Now I might go to that place later in the week and buy one. I want one of those pizzas. I am gonna have to go back on my campus sometime soon, and take care of some stuff. Even though I have graduated. You You know, college was an interesting time in my life. Okay. I thought that was a secret. Yes, I have fished with hot dogs. I have. I caught the biggest fish of my life using hot dogs. There was, oh man, the thing is, caught is a bit of a loose word. Fish are good and versatile. For what? For fishing? Oh, no, for eating. Okay, I was about to say for fishing. What do you mean? I guess, like, depending on the toppings, you could take it off. But no, I have fished with hot dogs. The biggest fish I ever caught was hot dogs. And this is not a lie. It was, like huge. It was, maybe 10 inches, 10 and 11 inches. Which I know isn't the biggest fish in the world, but on average, especially for that lake I was fishing in at the time, it's pretty big. And the reason why I say caught in loose, like, air quotes, is I didn't technically, oh man, I messed that up, bring it onto land. The line snapped 2 inches from the dock. It was very unfortunate. Can I get that without dying now or no? Nope. Dang it. Okay. So it was here. Here's the dock, right? And then I bring it in. Here's the line, and then I reach down to grab the line, and it snaps right when my hand closes on it, and it runs off. The hot dog. Yeah, I think it was, I saw it had a white belly. That's all I really know about that particular fish, because again, I didn't technically reel it all the way to shore, so caught is a bit of a loose word. But the biggest fish I had on my line, how about that, when it came to using hot dogs, was that 23-inch bass. Dang. Yeah, I mean, that's bigger than what mine was. I know it was over 10 inches. I know for sure, right? I was really young when I got it, but the end of my pole was nearly touching, like, it was nearly touching the actual pole. It was bent so much. Oh, dang it. Yeah, no, dude, it sucks. So the biggest thing I've had on my line using a hot dog was that. You just wait till it's nice and cool at nighttime, throw a hot dog on your line, you're good to go. I went to an actual, like, estate auction a couple weeks ago. I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm trying to remember exactly when. $20 for like a deep sea fishing. Okay. For a deep sea fishing pole, like steel line, big old reel, super hefty handle for it. Like, you buy that nowadays, you're looking at like $60 maybe. Paid $20 for it, like 21 bucks, like $20 and like 75 cents. So like, I'm not gonna bat an eye at that price, so I figure I'll take it when I go on vacation. Get onto a paddleboard or a kayak, go really far out. What? Huh? What was that? I mean, yeah, I took damage, but he didn't even die. That was weird. So yeah, it insane. Like I don't know. $20 for that's crazy, and I figure I'll do. I figure I'll get like a cheap steak and bring it with me, or like buy one there, or use some cheap hot dogs, and see what I get. But I don't know. I figure it's gonna be kind of insane to be fishing off of a paddleboard or a kayak with a pole that beefy. And seeing what I pull in, because the likelihood I pull in something that's gonna take me for a ride is very high, despite how fun that would actually be. It's still a bit concerning. Oh, I see. You know, it's still a bit concerning, but we'll see what happens with it. You know, I'm hoping for. Oh well, one banana. That's nice. I'm hoping for catching at least something. I don't know exactly what I'm hoping for, but I don't think like a shark or something is in the cards. How do I get up there? Let's see if I can. Dang it. Okay. Is this no? This one's not further away. I can't really. Oh, so close. Hold on. Nope, I can't get... How do I do that? Nope, I can't double back on it. It's fish off the shore. Yeah, I mean, with this pole, it is one that, like, has an angle to it. So the line does have to go straight down. It can't really go, like... I mean, I guess it could go out, but with the tide... with the tide, it's a bit difficult to keep a line out there, I guess, is the main problem that I have at the very least, or I'm going to have. Okay, I thought... Oh, and there was a checkpoint right there. I thought I could hit the wall and have it break. I keep forgetting what to do with those targets. I think I figured it out when I was younger, but it's been so long since I actually played through the entirety of this game that I'm really not remembering. Wow. And I was talking about doing weekathons yesterday and how I would do one, like, couple hour-long live stream. Fishing on the ocean? No. No, my vacationing spot is not salty. You know, I've never been to the ocean, actually. I need to go to the ocean someday, you know? With how much I love Jimmy Buffett, the fact that I've never been to the ocean really hurts me. I did find a Jimmy Buffett concert t-shirt not too long ago for like $10. My best t-shirt, so one thing about me as well is that I do okay. Oh, I do collect vintage t-shirts. Right, that's one thing that I do collect as well as video games. And the one thing that I really enjoy it with that. Oh, okay. Well, then why didn't that work with Diddy Kong's? That's strange. I remember throwing Diddy Kong's barrel with Diddy Kong on it at one of those targets, and it didn't break. Strange. So I probably needed that to... Oh, yep, I needed that to get that. Oh, so close. I can't... Oh, nope, I can't get it. Alright. So... What was I saying? I was saying something. My ADHD is derailing me. Oh, yeah, vintage t-shirts. Yeah, so my best find ever for, like, I guess not fine. Yeah, well, fine, but also deal. An original E.T. t-shirt, like the movie. 1982 E.T. t-shirt, the year the movie came out. So I remember it was my very first time going to this, like, vintage market that takes place. Weekathons, yeah. I can't really do a subathon, just because of my schedule and everything. Like, I can't stream for, like, days on end, unfortunately. I wish I could. So a weekathon is just like an hour or two long stream every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. Okay, I thought I outran that one. Dang it. Yeah, so my best find, 1982 ET t-shirt, right? I didn't know how much it was worth at the time, but I remember I'm digging through this dude's rack of t-shirts. I just hit my microphone, I apologize. Right? Dig into the dude's rack of t-shirts. And the minute I start touching them, he goes, "Oh, hey, those are $15 a piece each." And I remember getting to the ET t-shirt, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll pay $15 for that. It's one of those things where I didn't even think twice about it. I just said, yeah, sure. Here's a 20. Can you give me 5? Deal. Yeah, walk away. Right? Couple months pass. I still have this shirt, by the way. Fantastic shirt. Maybe I'll bring it on stream. I think I have a YouTube short about it. Okay, now the stupid pig's here. Great. Oh crap, I almost messed that up. So, I Google it and figure out how much it is, like how much they're selling for on eBay. You're looking at like $150 a pop for one of those things on eBay right now. There's a blue one and there's a white one, and the blue one's worth like a lot of money. It's the one that's worth the most, and that's the one that I have. So people are like, why don't you sell it? And I'm like, it's such a piece of history, and it's not in the best condition. It's very thinned out. So I'd much rather sell it to somebody who, like, okay, who I know. Yeah, I'd much rather sell it to someone who I know, and someone who I know is gonna like take good care of it, rather than some random eBay person. You know, and I don't know. It's weird like that. I also have a lot of other like historically significant shirts and whatnot. I have an original Keith Haring shirt from his Tokyo store, his Tokyo Pop Shop, which closed down before the one in New York did. And that was an insane find at a vintage clothes store. I paid out the butt for that one, I'll be honest, but it's worth it. It's just such a cool piece of art history to have. And I've had people make me offers for it left and right, and I'm like, nah, not in the mood to sell it right now. And then I think the other one that is exceedingly impossible to find nowadays, and if you do, it's not exactly something you can import. A vintage t-shirt it's a concert t-shirt of the Moscow Music Peace Festival. I think it's the one right after, I think it was after the one with Metallica. And it was in Moscow in the 80s. And it was the USSR. It was sort of right around the time where they kind of were going under and collapsing and whatnot. And there we go. Okay. So I get this shirt, and I'm like, this is like such a piece of music history and such a piece of like political history as well, and it has so much like meaning behind it. But I just straight up don't wear it. A, because I don't want it to get damaged, and B, like, I mean, it's got like the hammer and sickle on it and stuff, which is not a t-shirt that I want to be wearing right now for a lot of different reasons. But the history behind that shirt is just too insane to get rid of. So it sits in my closet as of right now. I should post a photo of it actually at some point. But yeah, that's probably the rarest, craziest t-shirt in my collection at this point in time. But yeah, I mean, I have an employee t-shirt that like employees wore, Sega employees wore it when CES, when they announced a Sega CD. I've got what was it? Summer. It wasn't CES. What was it? It was Yep, washing shirt. Yeah, that happened to the ET t-shirt. I washed it at one point, and it really thinned out. And I think the person that used that washer right before me had used bleach to like bleach some of their clothes, and there was some leftover bleach in the thing, and that left bleach spots like on one or two pieces of it, unfortunately. Not across the whole thing, but just spots of it, you know, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I thought CES. What was it? It was I'm trying to remember the name of the. Okay, what was that? Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of the t-shirt or the convention that I got that. It was like a gaming tournament for okay, I did not mean to. Okay, whatever. You know what? Forget. I'm gonna forget that letter. I'll remember the convention that it was in a minute. It was one of the last ones they ever ran for that convention. It was the 25th anniversary of the microprocessor as well, was that specific convention, so it's really cool to have. Yeah, it does make it way worse. Yeah, so like finding someone to buy it in that condition's also kind of Like you can wear it, you know, people can tell what it is. The decal on it is minty fresh, so you're not gonna be like, what shirt is this? You know, like it's okay. It's an actual like legitimate shirt. So, and the other cool thing is actually these hats. I was wearing this earlier. So that's a He-Man patch from the 80s, and I put it onto a modern hat that I bought off Amazon. So I have He-Man, I got Beastman, and I've got Skeletor hats, which is just really funny to have. So people always ask me, like, where did you buy those hats? And I'm just like, custom, baby. Buy the patches, stitch them on yourself. It's fun. But yeah, so, okay, good. I almost messed that up. I bought patches as well. I did find an original, what was it? An original, Beatles, Sergeant Pepper's patch. An original vintage, like, patch, still with its original, like, box, in the blister pack. Sadly, the blister pack is, like, broken, so you can take the patch out of the pack, but if it was sealed, it'd be worth more, but I did find an original one of those, which is kind of crazy to find. I think I paid, like $5 for it, too, so cool find there. I'm probably going to end up flipping that at some point. I'm not the biggest Beatles fan, which also people get after me for, right? Like, I have a first pressing vinyl of the only live album the Beatles ever put out, and I'm just like, whatever, you know? It's cool to have, but, like, I've never listened to it on account of that album apparently just being a just horribly balanced album, like, in terms of, like, its sound. Apparently they just, like, placed the microphones wrong, or, like, I guess oh my god, again? Or apparently, like, the fans were too loud or something like that. I don't know. But I've never listened to it. Don't plan to. But yeah, it is a first pressing, which is crazy. So and plus, like, on Discogs, like, people sell that pressing for like $10. So I always joke around and say that I have the cheapest Beatles live first pressing ever. The one with the least amount of money is the one that I have. It's no Abbey Road, unfortunately. But yeah. I'm trying to think of what else is going on in the world to talk about. Alien Earth! That's going to be in August. It's coming up faster than I expected it to. Come on! I'm losing my mind, dude. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing what's left of my mind, which a lot of people would say is not much. But I'm losing it. Oh, I killed 2 of them. Nice. Didn't even know that was possible. There we go, finally. Alien Earth, I don't know how to feel about it. You know, I enjoy the fact that Ridley Scott's still on, right? But after the special effects of that they did to kind of bring back Bishop, bit of a spoiler about that if you haven't seen Romulus, sorry. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. At least I think it was Bishop. Wasn't Bishop the guy who played Bilbo? Wasn't that his character's name? I think it was. No, Bishop was, wasn't Bishop the one... Oh, you lost mine? I put up posters, but still never said to return it. I ended up in a gutter. What? What ended up in a gutter? Sorry. But yeah, was it Bishop? I swear it was Bishop. Your mind? Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I'm trying to remember if his character was Bishop or if Bishop was the one in Aliens, like the second one. I'm misremembering. I'm gonna have to Google that before I end stream because that's gonna drive me crazy trying to remember that. Because I'm thinking it's what's his name? Was it Rook? No. Hold on. You're so. No. I'm talking about. Hold on. Robot. No, I'm talking Alien, like Xenomorph aliens. No, there's David, but then where's... Hold on. Hold on, let me go to IMDb. I'm losing my mind here, trying to remember this. Alien. Ash! Oh my god, Ash. Huh. Losing my mind. Why did I think it was Bishop? Bishop's the dude in the second one. Forgot his name's Ash. I thought it was Rook, or I thought it was Bishop, but he was the dude in the second one. No, so it's Ian Holm. It's the guy who played Bilbo in Lord of the Rings. That's why I mentioned Lord of the Rings. But it's the same actor who played Bilbo in not in the Hobbit, in the actual like Lord of the Rings movies. So it's the dude who played Bilbo. He's in Alien, and then they got his likeness and kind of like recreated him and made him look younger again in not Covenant, in Romulus. And it was just not the best CGI in the world at all. It did actually very poorly when it came to the CGI of that character in the movie, you know. But then again, that movie had its like other problems with it that I didn't enjoy. Gosh darn it. I'm good at video games, chat. I just P-ranked the Minos fight. Minos Prime fight. Oh no, Lord Minos. No, it's not Martin Freeman. It's Ian Holm. Martin Freeman's the dude who played Bilbo in The Hobbit. I'm talking the dude who played Bilbo in Lord of the Rings. Like Fellowship of the Ring and Return of the King and so on and so forth. Which reminds me, I do have a recording of J.R.R. Tolkien reading the Riddles in the Dark scene from The Hobbit. I do have that. That's exceedingly rare to find nowadays. But Martin Freeman's Hobbit, which he did a great job. Don't get me wrong. It's just different time, different actor. What? I didn't move. I didn't move. I swear I did. I swear. I swear. Maybe I'm having fonder memories of the accuracy of the Wii controller after the fact. Alright. I'm clutching up, chat. I'm clutching up. This is a terrible display of my gaming prowess. Alright, we're good. Have you never seen the Alien movies? Tilt? Crap. Oh, shoot. That's why I needed that barrel. Whatever. I beat the level. Next level. That was a terrible performance. Only Alien vs. Predator. The first, yeah, I tried to watch Alien vs. Predator 2. I just could not stomach it for the life of me. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. I just couldn't. You know, I think the beginning scene with the father and the son really just raised on Predator. You're gonna hate me, but I watched Predator 1 and I've never seen any other Predator movie. I still need to watch Prey, and I was gonna watch the animated movie that came out, but I lost Hulu before I could watch it. So I need to either you know, put on ye old arg hat, or get Hulu again. I do love Predator though. The first movie's great. First movie is very iconic. I was very hurt when Oh, Carl Weathers passed away. That sucked, dude. One of the best characters in the franchise. Come on. Nice. Spencer collabs. What do you think of Freddy versus Jason? I've never seen any of the jerk. I've never seen any of the Freddy or Jason movies. I know. Oh no. Poor dude was stuck. Who would do that to such a magnificent beast? Yeah, I mean, it is a problem that I haven't watched it. I know. A lot of people have got after me about that. Yeah, but I've never seen Halloween. Never seen Freddy Krueger. I've never seen, I don't know, Scream. Despite the fact that Matthew Lillard, one of my favorite actors of all time, is in the Scream movies. Like Zoink Scoob. Strike! Yeah. Freddy Krueger or Scream? Oh, it's Scream. Matthew Lillard's in Scream. Which I've also never seen. I just know he's in it. And I know, like, that's the thing. Like, I've watched a lot of really good movies. I figured that I'm pretty cultured when it comes to 80s movies and 90s and early 2000s stuff. But oh yeah, 13 Ghosts. Yeah, yeah, 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Yes, I've watched that. He's the voice actor of of Shaggy. He's in that too, yeah. I forgot that was a cameo of the other dudes in this level. I think those guys you saw on the raft back there, oh crap, the elephant and everybody show up in previous Donkey Kong Country games. I think. Strike. It was a strike. I got everything on one hit. Don't believe what anyone else says. It's all fake news. Yeah, he's funny, dude. He's just, overall, he's really funny. I've heard that he's a really good guy, too. But, you know who was actually kind of grumpy was the guy who was in the Yoda costume in episode 5 and 6. Either he didn't know English that very well, or he just didn't want to talk to me. Because I did meet him at one point at a convention. And then, very funny, one of the things with me when I go to conventions and when I meet actors and actresses and stuff, the one thing I try to gun for is to get things signed that I don't think anyone has asked them to sign before. Like, why am I going to get, like, a photo of them signed when 20 million of those exist and I can buy them on eBay in a couple of years anyways? Why not get something crazy? So whenever I go to a convention, I look at who's there and I'm like, okay, what absolutely what absolutely absurd stuff can I get assigned by this actor or actress or whatever? So I have a box of SpongeBob Kraft mac and cheese signed by Tom Kenny, the voice actor of SpongeBob, and that's sitting over there sealed in a little box that I made. And then I have a sealed copy of Spy Kids on VHS that I got Danny Trejo to sign. That was very funny. I remember walking up to him to get it signed, and his face was just like, and he goes, "Do you want me to take it out of the plastic wrap?" And I'm like, no, just sign it, please. And he goes, "Yep." And Danny Trejo signed it. It was very funny. Like his face was just like, what? like sealed, like never opened. Why do you bringing me Spy Kids? I was in this movie for all of 15 minutes. It was very funny. Which I guess is like a third of the runtime of that movie anyways, but it was very funny. You know, and that is a proud spot in my collection of wacky sign stuff. I just started like, I can grab it. Hold on. After this level is done, I'll grab it. I'll show it on camera if you don't believe me. Hold on. It's right here. Hold on. Yeah. So see it here. Hold on. I'll make my camera bigger. Give me a minute. Full screen. Yeah. See. So Danny Trejo. I don't know if you can see it all that well, but yep. See it signed. Danny Trejo. Sealed, never opened Spy Kids VHS. I need to make an actual box for it. And then order up SpongeBob. Was really funny. So I got that signed too. But yeah, those are my two crazy sign things. And then I have the sign thing from Yoda's in a frame in my basement. But yeah, I have that as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I think I don't know, like for me it's just like whatever's kind of off, whatever's kind of weird, whatever's kind of goofy, I'm definitely interested in it. You know, to either add it to my collection for a bit or like find it and sell it eventually or whatnot. I got some press kits of different movies as well. I've got like Shrek and Emperor's New Groove and part of a press kit for the first Mission Impossible movie. I've got Twins, the original Jumanji, and then I think the coolest piece of like movie promotional material I have, besides some of my posters, I have a a poster, not a poster, but a jean jacket that was given to the people who worked on the animation of Emperor's New Groove. So it was given literally to the animation team that worked on the movie. So I have that up on my coat hanger on my wall. How do I get over there? Oh, right here. That's how I get down here. Yeah, that was a fun find that one time. And then I was stupid. I was beyond stupid and didn't buy this, but someone had a Shrek jean jacket of like people that worked on the movie as well, but it was slightly too small for me. But I should have bought it anyways. I was stupid and I didn't, and I should have bought it, and I don't know what I was thinking. Dang it. Lots of variety. Yep, lots of variety. And then the rest of it's all pretty much game consoles. I also have a Pioneer Laserdisc player sitting down here as well. I've got a bunch of movies for it. But that's the one thing I gotta do is I've gotta crack open that Laserdisc player and clean the laser reader. It's just shot. I think it happened right after, oh god. Uh-oh. It happened like right after I started playing Star Wars Episode 4, so I guess there was some schmutz on that laser disc, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to become dirty, and I'm like, please don't do that, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm like, okay. I'd appreciate if you didn't do that, but whatever. You know, it happens. Gotta crack it open. It's gonna be worse than fixing my VCR, I'll tell you that much. Oh god. Fixing that VCR is gonna be a nightmare. You know, either there's actually something wrong with it, or just spindle's dirty, or they're blown out. But, yeah. The reason why I want to fix that one, Didn't listen to any of your what? My pleas? Get me out of here. Oh, weird tentacles. Get me out of here. Yeah, I gotta fix that one up because it's for some reason it's a model of JVC. I think it was JVC VCR that does not exist on their website. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It's a super VHS recorder. I tried fixing to a VCR once. I ended up getting a new VCR. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, again, I would get a brand new one. Like, I very much would get a brand new one and just say, screw it. Like, I'll get a new one and whatnot. But, again, this one does not exist. Like, I don't know why. For some reason, you can Google the model number all you want. And there's only one person on the entirety of the internet that claims to have a scan of the owner's manual. And it's from some super shady, like, forum that I don't even, have never even heard of before. And I'm just like, you know, yeah, I don't really, I'm not going to download this and make an account. I don't trust this, you know, but at the same time, it's a piece of, like, VCR history that is, like, nothing known about it. Ow, dang it. And I figure if someone else has one, I could at least do some documentation into, like, how to fix it if I'm able to, or at least some photos of the internals and stuff like that. But whatever, you know, I'm gonna do my best to make it work, or best to try to revive it and see if it's possible. But if it's not, I'll at least take some photos of it, make sure it's something that people would want to see, because I think here's the remote for it. And what I mean is crazy, like, there's a remote for it. It literally folds up, and there's, like, a tracking wheel and, like, 50 buttons on this thing. There's even a clock on it. There's even a clock on it. I mean, it's wrong. The time's wrong on the clock, but that's literally the remote. It looks like something out of Star Trek. Like, Spock! Some weird stuff's happening on this planet. You know? It's weird. I don't get it. I don't get why the remote has to be so complicated. But yeah, it's a super... It is a weird VCR, yeah. I have it sitting under my bed right now because, again, it's busted at the moment. But yeah, it's a crazy JVC one that, again, has, like, 2 listings of it on eBay and nothing on JVC's website about, like, anything having to do with it. Yeah, it's a weird remote. It's like a... I know it's a recorder, so, like, back in that era, you'd plug it into... like your TV, and it would get the signal, and I guess you could, like, record, like a show, or, like, you know, the news and whatnot, and be able to, like, watch it back later. But you could get Super VHS, which was, like, a really niche type of VHS, and record it to that. So it makes it kind of difficult to... I guess find that kind of stuff to be able to test if the recording works. Not that it could anyways, because no analog signals anymore. Come on. Oh, okay, that was nice. That was way too close for comfort. Okay. Dang it. Yeah, but I figure I'll try and fix it, see what happens. But worst case scenario, it's just a busted a dirty tape head. You know, well, that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I just waste a half hour of my life, or of my time. You know, we'll see what happens. I'll keep people updated on that project. I have other more important projects at this point that I'm working on. I think Chicago Tech is bad, and hold on, if it wasn't huh? And I weren't, internet is worse, I'm gonna have to go. No problem, no problem. Happy to entertain while you go try to save your friend from the Upper Peninsula. You know, I'll be streaming again tomorrow at some point. Enjoy the drive. Dang it. Alright. Hour 30. Figure I'll finish up this level and then call it. Or maybe I'll finish up this world. Let me see how many levels are left in this. I missed. Okay, I don't even know if I can do that. Ooh. Yeah. Nice. Oh god, oh god. Duck. Dang it. I bet if I was playing this game off stream, I'd be better at it. Oh, so okay, so that unless that was the very edge of how far I could throw him. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Dang it, I wasn't there. One second, guys. I'm back. I apologize. All right, let's get this level done, and we'll see where we're at after that. You know, because if I decide to do another level, I do have some stuff to get done today. So we'll see about what I'm gonna do with it, but and I have to do some prep for next week. I'm gonna be doing some console modding in my barn tech area. I have a couple of Intellivisions I have, and I really do not like RF output. I've never liked RF output. I will never like RF output. RF output looks terrible. RF output is terrible. That's why I went so far out of my way to make sure my TurboGrafx does not have RF output, because I don't like RF output. So I'm going to be doing a mod to a couple of Intellivisions to dang it. Shouldn't have tried to do that. Thought it was closer. I'm going to be doing some mods to a couple of Intellivisions to increase their AV output capabilities. I also recently rewatched Shankmod's video on the what was it, the KM4000, the most expensive, largest CRT that Sony ever made. It's a good video. I highly recommend watching it. can make it. I can make it. I can make it. Come on. Yes. Huh? Oh, the window. Oh my god. Oh, the window. The window to the ocean. It's salty. Bad joke. I'm losing it. I'm Mick losing it. I argue that that should have only damaged me if the teeth touched me, and it did not. Dang it. I should have stayed. I shouldn't have tried to risk it. Shut up, stupid pig. I hate you. Again, disgrace upon you and your family, Canadian bacon. Dang it all, dude. I hate those stupid... Shut up, I swear I'm gonna lose my mind. That was very close. I did not like how close that was. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, no! Dang it, I was right there! Oh! I'm Mick losing it. My left eye is literally twitching. My left eye is literally twitching. How about that? How about them apples? You know what also, you know what I realized? I realized that I put my category as a retro, which is true. This is a retro game, technically. But that just reminds me of how old I am. Made it. Oh, so that does crash through windows. That's good to know. I missed. Dang it, the window! Oh! Oh! I'm about to start snoring. wonder what speedrunners do for this. There's no ground pound. I can't return to the ground fast enough. I didn't even jump high enough. I'm terrible at this game. It's gonna be years before I complete it. It is with that attitude. Thanks, me. What? I'm going. I'm going to commit. Tax evasion under the name of that pig. What did you think I was gonna say? That's too cruel of a thing to do to that poor little pig. Son of a biscuit. Got it. I can't jump on top of it while I have the... You're kidding me. Nice. Alright, let me see how many more are left in this. I can't believe I can't jump on one of those squids while I have a barrel in my hand. That's so strange. Alright, I have one more left. We'll do the boss fight, and then I'm going to call it here. About an hour, yeah, almost 2 hours. It's good. Also, this will be the first VOD that's ever stored on my Twitch channel. I didn't realize I didn't have that enabled. Oh, cutscene. Uh-oh. I forgot this boss fight in its entirety. I forgot what I even have to do. Oh. Got it. 3 dead. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, wait. Yep. Got him. I jumped. Oh, man. You know, this will at least be a 0 game over run, I think. Got him. And got him. Alright, now I think it'd be all 3 of them. Yep. What? 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 Isn't that how you're supposed to hit him? Okay, I don't understand this. Isn't that how you're supposed to hit them once they're stacked on top of each other? Terrible timing. Yep, keep dancing. I don't understand it. Why did that work before? I love the Donkey Kong Country music. There's not a single bad track on any of the soundtracks of any of the games ever. What is it when they... It is, okay, I gotcha. Dang it. Got him. Dang it. It's when they dance. And you figured something would change. You know, they get to second phase or be angrier, or they try a new tactic rather than the same thing over and over again. Expecting a different result, like a crazy person. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha, and... Didn't get you yet. Am I missing something? Like... Because this isn't doing anything. This is not doing anything. Like, I don't understand what... There we go. There we go. What? I was shaking it. Do I have to press 2? Huh. Strange. Sick. Okay, ruins. Oh, do I gotta buy a key? I don't think that was a key. How goes it? It's going good. I was actually just about to end stream, sadly. I already bought the key. Huh. Sadly, I wish I could have some more time, but I gotta get 1 or 2 things done, unfortunately. I wish I didn't have to end it. But that was a good boss fight. Dude, that guy's so annoying. So I finished World 1, World 2, now I'm on to Runes. Which I'm trying to remember what that is. Then I have this world, this one, this one, this one, and then the top guy that's staring at me as I go around. Because I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 worlds, and then I have the boss fight. So... looking forward to beating it. I need to go back again to Jungle to beat Jungle and beat this stupid level eventually. But yeah, pretty good if I do say so myself. Good progress today. That's another world done. So I figure tomorrow I'll do some more, either some more Darkwood, or I'll see if someone can play a game with me. That might be fun. Get some group of my friends together. I keep hearing good things about Peak. I keep hearing good things about that game. I saw some people playing that game. I've heard good things about it. You play Remember as soon as you start to level? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I mean it's been a while since I played it, as I mentioned, but yeah, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me very slowly over time. But yeah, I think I remember a little bit of the final boss fight, but I just remember who I'm fighting. That's it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did my Wii U freeze? What's going on? There we go. So yeah, I remember that. That's about it from what I remember of like the final boss, but we'll see what happens with it. I am looking forward to getting to that ending, though. This game again has a huge nostalgic bit for me, and I'm very excited to finish it off and be able to show more people that this game is worth playing. So we'll see. Yes. So tomorrow, either more Darkwood or we'll do a different game. Maybe see if some people can play some Repo, or I'll see if I can get a group together again, like I mentioned, to play Peak. Catch you later. See ya. Hopefully you get your friend all right and nothing crazy happens. All right. So thanks so much for everyone stopping in. I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. OBS Studio disconnected. What happened? Huh? Connection? What? Did my stream just die? What was that? I've never had that happen before. I just got an alert on my computer saying OBS That was strange. I didn't like that. I'll have to figure out what that was. But I will see you guys when I see you guys. And yeah, see ya. Bye. Bye.